Let me know.
Now it is recording. Give me 1 second. Let me get in place here. All right, now you can at 5:30. Once it gets to exactly 5:30, you can start the webinar.
Okay.
Get ready.
Um, okay. Ready, Carl?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chair Yoga with AARP Virginia. We are so excited to have you here with us tonight for this session. Listen, June is our Brain Health Month, and one of the pillars of brain health is to make sure that you are getting regular exercise. So tonight we have our chair yoga class, so you can exercise with us. Not only will you exercise your body, but you'll also be helping your brain. Tonight we have one of our wonderful AARP Virginia volunteers and licensed yoga instructor, Miss Belinda Todd here, who is going to come and instruct us for the night. Make sure you have some water near you and make sure that you are ready to move. Part of healthy aging is making sure that you are moving your body. So we want you to do that with us tonight. Please help me welcome Miss Belinda Todd.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it is a pleasure to be back with you. This is the second Monday of the series in June. So I am very happy to be with you. And today I feel like I need this too. It's been one of those days. How about you? Well, let's find a comfortable seat and we'll get started. There are some things that you can use that will help you in the practice. Perhaps you need a block. You could use a book. If you're a person whose feet do not touch the floor, a block might help you do that. Sometimes you're in a chair where you need a little cushioning, either in the back or in the seat. So you could maybe, when we began, use this for a little back support. Let's get started with some breathing exercises. Keeping your eyes open or closed, just settle into the chair. Maybe your hands are comfortably open or closed. Shoulders are relaxed. Feet and knees are parallel. Knees are over ankles. And your back is upright. Now with your eyes open or closed, let's inhale for the count of 4. Hold for a second and exhale for the count of 6. Let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, fill it up, and release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Allow that air into the upper chest. Release. Try it again. As you slow down your breathing, think about releasing any anxiety, any tightness and tension from the day. Let's give yourself another couple of breaths like that. Inhaling for 4. Hold. Exhaling slowly. Last time. Whenever you're tense, whenever you feel overwhelmed, breathing is a wonderful thing to do to simply release, relax, and let go. Very slowly as we begin, I want you to think about honoring your body in everything you do. In Sanskrit, in yoga, we call this ahimsa. It's a safety. We don't cause any harm to ourselves, and we practice this on the mat. We go out into the world, and we don't cause any harm to any other living creature or even into our environment. Now, if you will, set an intention. What is it you'd like to have out of this time of practice? Maybe you want to create more patience with yourself, a little bit more balance, or maybe simply kindness. And that's what we'll think about as we go through these exercises today. Drop your chin down towards your chest and just begin to feel the head, the weight of the head as it stretches the back of the neck. And then slowly lift your head up, chin then towards the ceiling. Center it and down. Center your head and up. Let's try that one more time. We bring our head down. Now this time, place your hands on the back of your head, elbows toward each other, feeling a little more weight. Maybe you move your head from side to side gently. Back to center, release your hands and lift your chin up. Oftentimes, we just don't realize how tight we are. Now this time, with your chin lifted slightly, begin to make some facial movements. Squeeze all those muscles together. Purse your lips, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Smile, wide smile. Maybe you can circle the lips. Can you do that? Or jut your jaw from side to side. A little facial movement there. Now, turn looking over your left shoulder, back to the center, and over your right shoulder. Again, to the left. And to the right. Now we're going to go left one more time, and this time we're going to turn our chin down towards the front of your shoulder, extend the right arm out, stretch it out, bend the elbow, and bring your hand to your lower back. Opening up a little more space between the ear and the shoulder. And then release, come back to center. Turning over, looking over that right shoulder. And maybe you drop your chin down a little towards the front of your shoulder. Extend that left arm out. Bend at the elbow, place your hand on your lower back. Open up that shoulder, looking down. Oh, it feels good. And bring your head up, release your hand. All right, let's move a little bit to create some energy in our body. Are you ready? Sitting forward on your chair, you can use your hands for this. We're going to come up onto our toes, pressing that foot down and down into the chair. Now this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about each foot. Land on the ball of your foot and the heel, and you're pressing the ball and the heel into the floor. You're using your core. Are you ready? Let's try it. Up onto your toes, down and back into the chair. Again, up onto your toes, hips are forward, ball of the foot, heel down, back into the chair. Two more times. Up, ball, up on your toes, down, and back into the chair. Last time. Up, toes, heels down, and and back into the chair. Good. So that kind of created some energy. Now let's get those shoulders moving a little bit. Squeeze up to the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Extend the arms out. Bring the arms in. Flex the hands. Fingers down. Flex up. Flex down. Hold up. Now just take one hand and press the fingers back a little bit. Feeling a nice stretch in the forearm. Let's do the other hand. Depending on what kind of work you do, this could be a real treat to stretch that area. All right, hands down again. Now, try to bring your fingers to your wrists. Release. Fingers to wrists and release. Fingers to wrists, release. Fingers to your wrist, hold. Wrist down. You're flexing from the wrist and begin to circle, 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 and reverse. Circle, 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 and release. Shake it out. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale up as you look up. Don't hunch the shoulders. Keep the shoulders down. Simply look up, but stretching all the way through the fingertips and then pressing down. Let's try that again. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. Now this time, let's take that left hand over to the right leg. We're going to bring our right hand over the back of the chair or behind you in a folding chair. You've got that space between the seat and the back. And begin to twist from your lower back or your midsection, looking over the shoulder. And breathe. Bring those hands back to center. And we take it to the other side. Begin to twist. And throughout all of our movements, I will remind you to breathe. Arms back up to center and hands to heart and release. Now we're going to do sun salutations in a chair. Now if you've got some books that might help or block, you can put them to the side of your chair, or you can simply hold on to the leg of the chair. Hands together. I'm going to bring my feet slightly apart here, but still parallel. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands down to the ankles of the floor. I'm sliding my hands up halfway. Shoulders back, looking forward. Releasing down again. Arms out into a T and all the way up. Hands to heart center. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Slide those hands halfway up. Release down. Arms out. And squeeze up. Hands to heart center. I'm going to add on to that one, taking a side stretch. Let's begin. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand down, reach high and stretch over to the side. Oh, it feels so good as we create space between the ribs, stretching those muscles. And come up. Other side, reach high and over. And up. Forward fold again. Halfway up. And down. Arms out. Squeeze the midsection. Use that core. Come up. Hands to heart center. One more time. Hands together. Inhale up. Exhale. Side stretch. Back to center. side stretch, back to center, forward fold, slide halfway up, reaching down and all the way up. These are poses that will really create some energy in your body. We're going to do one more. Take your feet out a little bit wider, perhaps to the edge of the chair legs. Come forward and just drop one shoulder over towards the opposite knee and up, and then over to the other side. It's a great way to work that shoulder area. And let's do it a few more times. Over and up and over and up and over. Last one. And take it over and come back up. One more thing we're going to do, still creating a little energy in the body, is we're going to stir. I call this stir the pot. So moving to your right, reach out. And so you're holding a big spoon and a big old pot of super chili, and come back around, out, forward, to the side and back, and out, forward, to the side and back. Let's reverse that. Out, forward, side and back, and out, forward, side and back. Last time. Take it out, over, side, back, and hold. Now in that exercise, we are beginning to stretch more side, a little bit of back, bringing our legs back to the front, about hip distance apart. We're going to do what's called cat-cow in a chair. So begin to move forward, and as you come forward, allow the shoulders to move, to slide back, shoulder blades towards each other in the back, elbows alongside the body, chest is up, chin slightly up, and there's a slight little squeezing in the lower back and up around the neck, and then, but not hard, just in a gentle way. And then we release that. We pull the belly button in, bring those hands back to our knees, round the shoulders, chin into our chest. Again, inhale, forward, chest is forward, and release. Creating some flexibility in the spine. This feels so good. A wonderful little break during the day or when you first get up in the morning. And one more time, rounding those shoulders. And release. That feels good. Let's work on our feet a little bit. Bring the heels up, come onto your toes and heels and toes and heels. Now feel that stretch in the front of your lower leg, right above the ankle, lifting and lowering. Now let's give it a count. Ready? Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Stretch, stretch. 2, 1, and hold it up. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let it go. All right, maybe you move your feet around a little bit. Come back. Now we're going to do just the opposite. We're going to lift the toes and release. Lift. Can you feel it in the calves? Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Try to stretch those toes out. Release. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hold, hold. Hold it up there. And release. Just shake it out. Now extend your left foot out. Maybe you place your hand underneath, bend it and bring it in. You could hold the front. Keep the shoulders up. We're just bringing that leg up into our torso. And then we're going to stretch it out and down. Bend it in, bringing it into the torso, flexing the foot, pushing out and down. Bring it into the torso. Flex the foot. Now let's begin to circle at the foot around the ankle, circle. And we reverse, circle, 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 hold. Slide that leg out. Place your hands under the leg and point the toe and flex. And point and flex. Point, flex, point. Hold the flex. Bring that leg slightly in, bending, and push it out as though there's a wall at the end of that foot. In and out, and in and out. If this is too high for you, bring your leg down a little bit. In and out. Last time, in, push it out, and release. Yes. All right, let's do the other side. Bring it into the body. Your shoulders are relaxed. Now we're going to flex the foot, push it out, and release to the floor. Lift, bring it in close. Flexing the foot, push it out and down. Again, lift it up, bring it in close. Push it out and down. Bring it in again. Let's circle it out. Circle, 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 and reverse. Circle, 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 and hold. Let's extend it out. Now, if you can keep it low, if you need to stay here, that's fine. Remember what I said. Honor your body. Flex the foot and point. And flex and point. Flex it, point it, flex it. And this time, keep it flexed, bend it a little bit, and push it out as though you're pushing against the wall. Bring it in, push it out. Bring it in, push it out. Can you do that 2 more times? In, out, in, and out. Very good. Relax. Move those legs around. That's nice. All right. I'm going to bring one leg out and hold on to it. I'll extend the other leg. I'm finding stability in my chair. And I'm simply going to lean forward towards my foot and feel a nice side stretch. Now, if you are comfortable enough, maybe you lift an arm over, but you can bring it back to your leg. Maybe you turn to face this extended leg and slide down a little bit ways. Beginning to feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg. And as you come up, we change legs. Holding on, extending a leg out. Finding your stability in the chair. I don't want you to slide off. All right, just sliding down a little bit. Begin to feel what it's like. Where along the side of your body can you feel that stretch? Maybe it only takes a little bit. Don't always feel like you have got to reach your toes or you've got to reach the floor. Wherever you are is where you are and where you feel it. If you want to extend an arm, you can. We can release the arm and maybe turn a little bit towards the extended leg and take both hands down. And then slowly coming back up and release. Come back to center, hands to your heart. Inhale up Exhale, fold. Halfway up. Slide those elbows back, shoulder blades towards each other. Release it down, arms out and up again. Ah. All right, we're going to extend that left leg one more time. We're going to lift it up, bend it. Now, grabbing your big toe, if you can, we're going to just extend that leg out. Maybe you take it to the side, maybe not, coming back to center. And just experience what that feels like. Maybe you keep your leg bent as you do that. But I'm going to bend my knee and bring the foot over the opposite thigh. Now, if you come into this figure 4 position, you begin and sit into your chair so that both hips are in the chair. You'll begin to feel perhaps, because everybody feels something different, and they often feel it in different places, but you may begin to feel that hip, some tightness, some tension there. So this is a good position. Maybe you're looking at television in the evenings and, you know, take this position and just breathe. Let's go back for a couple of minutes. Let's do that 4-6 breath. Inhale. Hold for a second. Slowly release through the nostrils. Inhale as you fold forward. And exhale slowly. Ooh, makes a difference. Can you feel that? As you lean forward, you're feeling something different. And you don't have to lean very far. If you are a very flexible person, well, you know, you could drop your hands down and come down even farther. But we're going to release this side. Oh, I love that. Feels so good. And let it go. Shake that leg out. Well, we've got to do the other side. Often you have arthritis or some issue in your hip or your knees that prevent both sides from doing the same thing. That is not unusual, especially as you age. So if one side is different from the other, just honor your body where it is. Lifting up that other leg, we extend it out, we bend it, and if we can, we slide it out straight. Will this leg go out on a diagonal? Maybe. Bring it back in, stretching, bending at the knee, and bringing it over the thigh. How does this side feel? Is there a difference? So again, incorporate your breath. And if it's very tight, think about that breath going into the hip. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you can fold over a little bit. I think last week I told you when you're in this position, it's a great time to massage those toes. It takes the focus off the tightness of the hips to do that. Nice deep breaths in. Release. And then slowly round it up. It is my suggestion that as you do the poses, you hold them for maybe 3 to 5 breaths. I think that gives you a good bit of time to allow the muscle to feel, to relax into the movement. Now there is something called yin yoga where we hold poses even longer. Just kind of feel the sensation in your lower body having worked your legs in that way. Hands together. Inhale, up. Left hand over to right knee. I think that's this way. Twist a little bit. Back up to center. Other side. Twist. Back to center. And release. Let's do some sun salutations, and then I'm going to show you a balancing pose using the chair. So for a warrior pose, let's do a warrior two. You're going to turn so that the edge of the chair is between your legs. And this leg that's straight out here, which I believe is going to be your right leg, we're going to straighten it out just as much as we can. And then arms out this way. My table here might be a little, let me push it over a little bit. All right, so here are my arms. And this is our warrior two. Now we're going to do peaceful warrior. I'm going to flip my left hand, look up, reach up, opening up space in this side of my body. Come back to two. Bending at the elbow, I place my arm on my thigh. I reach this right hand over my ear and I stretch. I lift the shoulder open and reach a little bit more. Breathing. And I come back up and back over again. And up, arms out, and release. Let's take your arm now. Here's something else we can do. Using a block, I could put this block here in front of my foot, and of course you can determine where you want the block or how high. Arms out again, warrior two pose in a chair. Gaze is over the middle finger of that extended left hand. Flipping the left hand, I reach back for peaceful warrior. I come back into warrior two. I'm going to drop my left hand down to the block and look up and breathe. So I'm reaching high, and I'm reaching towards the earth, the mat. And as I release, I come back up and down. Let's try that on the other side. Coming around so that the point of the chair is between your legs. Now your left leg, the leg closest toward the screen is sliding out. And I'm not going to use the block yet. I'm going to take my arms here. And there's power, my arms are not like this. My arms are out. There is power here from the shoulder through the fingertips. The back arm is as high as the front arm. I'm going to flip that right hand, reversing the movement, peaceful warrior, breathing, making space again in the side in front of my body, and back to two. And now I'm going to bend my arm at the elbow and come over for a lovely side stretch. Arm over the ear, over the head, reaching, and back to two. Now, if you can't slide that front foot out and you need to keep it here, that's fine. Now this time I'm going to place my block here in front. And I'm going to bend the elbow over and maybe drop that hand down to the block. So I'm straight and I'm bringing it over a little bit. Play with it. What does your body say it wants today? Reach back up and out. Now, if your body's saying you want chocolate cake, that's not what I mean. Let's flip it one more time. Flipping that right hand, we reverse warrior. And back to 2. And release. That's a warrior pose. Now, let's get up. Remember how we started? All right. Using your power core. Up. And hands to heart center. So it's always good to practice balance. Today I'm going to show you how we can do a shoulder stand with the chair. So, I'm sorry, we're going to do what did I say, shoulder stand? I didn't mean that. We're going to balance doing tree with the chair. So normally, with a shoulder stand, we would be here and hands here, and then all the way up, 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 and then down again. All right, but see, sometimes we get wobbly, so we can use the chair. All right, carefully hold the chair and place your foot here and hands here. So what I'm doing, the ball of my foot and the heel. See, those are the most important parts. If you can lift your toes and just place each toe down on the mat. And right here, we have a very nice tree pose. So we're opening the hip. That's important. And then I'm going to bring my arms up. But I have not compromised myself in such a way that if I'm just on one leg without support, I'd be all wobbly. And breathe. And then release. A very gentle, fun way to do tree pose. There. Let's try that on the other side. All right. So make sure you have a chair that is stable, and if you have floors that are slippery anyway, please use a mat or a towel, an old towel. But, holding onto your chair, you can put that foot up there, open it to the side, as much as you can do that. And we extend our arms up. Remember, don't hunch shoulders up, but relax the shoulders down and just stretch the arms and hands up. And breathe. And then when you're ready, we can release it down. And holding on to the chair, slide our foot out. And there you have it. Now there are other things we can do with the chair. We can do forward folds. So I'm going to step back a little bit. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, folding towards the chair. I'm going to reach for the top sides of the chair. I want to make sure my back is parallel to the floor, and I begin to feel that lovely stretch. Now I'm going to slide my hips over to the right and then over to the left. If we were doing regular yoga on the floor, my hands would be down, and this would be tabletop position. And again, I'm sliding my hips over, looking over my shoulder, and then slide the hips to the left, look over my shoulder. Now, I'm walking my hands to the back of the chair, and this is a forward fold, maybe a partial downward facing dog. And as I breathe, I am feeling a nice stretch, back of my legs, shoulders. Now you can play with this. You could maybe, if you're feeling particularly ready to do this, you can bring your arms down to the very edge of the legs of the chair. And when you're ready, soften your knees. Soften your knees by bending them slightly. Use the abdominal muscles and begin to round up, stacking the spine. And arms up overhead, hands to heart center, and release. And that feels really good. So we've used the chair for stretching. One last thing, very quickly. Use your chair. Let's just step one foot back and bend the front knee. And now we're simply stretching the calf. Now notice I've kept my chest lifted, but in this way you can feel a lovely stretch in the calf there. So experiment, see what feels good. And remember, normally we want to hold the breath for maybe 3 to 5, or breathe maybe 3 to 5 times as we hold the movement and release. And then shake it out. So just doing these few things doing them over time will increase your stamina, your flexibility will get better, your balance will get better. And the other thing that we add on to yoga as much as possible is breathing. So we're going to end the class with 3-part breathing. Inhaling. Now, if you can do this for 4, hold, and 6, let's say breathe, inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. If that is too much for you, then back off. Maybe you do it for 3 times and exhale 4 or 5 times. But let's try that. Sitting upright. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Release through the nostrils. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, I'm going to keep quiet while you silently breathe. Allow calm and peace to rise up and around you. Absorb the movements we've made today. Begin to put a smile on your face. And my friends, I want to thank you for giving yourself this opportunity to practice yoga in a chair. I'll be back with you next Monday, same time, same station. And it is such an honor to do this with my AARP friends and family. God bless.
Thank you again, Belinda, for leading us tonight. I hope that you all have enjoyed this class. One more time in the comments, please help me thank Miss Belinda for leading us tonight. Listen, in a few days, you're going to get a survey from us just asking you, how do we do this evening? Please fill it out for us. Let us know how we can better serve you moving forward, and hopefully leave some good comments for Miss Belinda here. Listen, again, part of healthy aging is making sure that you are exercising regularly We hope that we added to your exercise routine tonight. And also, this class will be available on our YouTube channel in a few days. If you visit AARP Virginia on YouTube, you can take this class, even if it's not on a Monday. But we want you right back here with us, register for this class on next Monday and every Monday in the month of June as we honor our brain health and we do things to get ourselves moving and strengthen our brains. One more time, help me thank Miss Belinda, and I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Good night, everyone.
See you next week.